we're clearly a long way from Washington, D.C. here, but this is where the latest round of Elon Musk's move fast and break things approach to federal government is being felt.
Yes, that woman with an amazing accent is talking about the Doge cuts to federal parks across our country. And with the summer season in full swing, these cuts have created a bit of a crisis that is unfolding in real time, with understaffed parks, cuts to on site medical personnel, cuts to fire prevention efforts, and to rescue and recovery options, not to mention longer lines and higher prices to get in, especially for foreign visitors, because who needs tourism? I mean, aren't our national parks what makes America one of the greatest countries on the planet?
When you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the you're talking about. Yosemite?
That's right, Hollywood actor Jeff Daniels. And sarcasm aside, our national parks are a testament to what actually makes America great, then, now, and forever. So when they get attacked, we need a hero to rise. And since Superman is busy selling movie tickets right now, it's time yet again for an anonymous artist to be the hero that we need. So hit subscribe to Really American Media, and let's get ready to paint MAGA into a corner. So, in case you missed it, Musk, Trump, and Doge took that stupid chainsaw to our national parks recently.
Among the agencies impacted by the administration's planned cuts to the federal workforce, the National Park Service, which operates many of our parks, seashores, historic sites, battlefields. They do a lot more than you might think.
Yeah, it was President Teddy Roosevelt who established a lot of our national parks back in the 1930s and 40s, which earned him the nickname the Conservation President, as opposed to Trump, who is just known as the Con Man President. And not surprisingly at all, these attacks on our national parks have upset a lot of people who, actually like to go outside.
When the federal government fired some of the National Park Service staff who work at the canyon, this was the scene near the South Rim.
Yeah, and by the way, it's more than a little odd that Trump world is going after these beloved parks because they are actually beloved by both lefty liberals and those on the right.
Last year, a Pew Research Center opinion poll found that when it comes to federal agencies, the public has the most favorable view of the National Park Service, and ranked highest with Democrats and Republicans.
And amongst the protests that have been sparked by the Trump administration, and it's a long list, we've seen a string of anonymous art pieces that first popped up in Washington, D.C. on the Mall, right by the White House, like this bronze poop on Nancy Pelosi's desk, a condescending nod to the J6 riots. Then we saw this dictator-approved statue. It popped up with various quotes from notorious dictators praising our own dictator-in-chief. Most recently, we had this gold-plated TV statue appear that featured a loop of Trump dancing alongside the guy that we're all supposed to stop talking about, Mr. Jeffrey Epstein.
But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring.
Yeah, well, good luck with that, because none of us are going to stop talking about it or showing pictures like this. But let's get back to our national parks being molested, as we've had another anonymous artist fight back. And this time, they took the show on the road. Perfect for the summer. We head out west to the Arches National Park in Utah, where this roughly 10 to 12 foot tall giant head of Elon Musk has been spotted several times. It's sporting an arrogant smirk as it gets towed around with a sign that says, "Make America Wait Again," now with longer lines thanks to Doge cuts. According to the National Parks Conservation Association, the NPS has lost 24% of its permitted staff since just January, and the recently passed spending bill, the Big Ugly Bill, cuts about $267 million of funding that had already been committed for the national parks, which advocates say were already underfunded and understaffed before any of these cuts took place. So kudos to this latest artist out there fighting the good fight. And like any good superhero, they're concealing their true identity. I just hope they're driving safely out there in the desert. Like this story and share it. Seriously, attacks on the vanity of mega world like this drive these guys nuts. So get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, available anywhere on the holiday road. I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.